Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Horton Caldicott, and I'll be taking you through the webinar tonight. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy evening to join. So we're going to jump right in. First off, tonight we are going to be giving away two prizes to everyone who is a guest on the webinar tonight. You'll be getting one of these two things, a full month supply of recovery formula. This is a great formula that'll help reduce soreness after your workout. And then the item on the left is Energize. This is a pre-workout drink, which I like taking, especially before my cardio workouts. Gives me a little boost, a little bit more energy, especially when you're working out first thing in the morning. So if you were invited by a coach, a Team Beachbody coach, and you're a guest, I'm going to invite you to put your name and your email address in the chat. And at the end of the webinar, we will draw for those two prizes. So good luck to everybody. So the first question that I want to ask you is this: what exactly would you like out of life? Do you want to lose weight and feel great? Maybe that's one of the reasons you're on the webinar tonight. Do you want to maybe eliminate some debt that you might have? Do you want to potentially fire your boss? Maybe you're looking for a new opportunity, a new career opportunity, even if it's something part-time. Maybe you want to be part of something a little bit more meaningful in your life, or maybe you want to just spend some more time with your family. When I was first deciding whether or not to become a Beachbody coach, I answered yes to all those questions. And maybe it's not all of them, but maybe it's just one or two for you. So first, we want to just spend a few minutes talking about Beachbody. Beachbody has been around for a long time, and most people are very familiar with our brands now, but it was started back in 1998 by the two gentlemen that you see on this slide, John Condon, our president, and Carl Deichler, our CEO. And they really had one very simple mission, and that was to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life. That's really at the heart of what this company is all about. It's about helping people get healthy, and more so about, the scale and getting into a bathing suit or anything like that. It's really about getting healthy. So who are we then in terms of Team Beachbody? Well, you would become a part of our amazing team. My team is called Team Thrive, and our all-encompassing team is called the Finishing Line Leaders, and it's headed up by a founding coach, Tracy Morrow. We are one of the fastest and growing, the largest teams in all of Team Beachbody and all of the network, and we would provide you with what we could say is proven success. We have been around for 10 years, and very specifically within the last 3 years, we put together some amazing free resources and tools for you to have access to really hit the ground running when it comes to your coaching business. You have the opportunity to have a very short learning curve and essentially learn from, quite honestly, a lot of the mistakes that we made early on when we first became coaches. So who am I? Well, this is me back in, I'm going to be 52 in a few weeks, and this is me when I was about 39 and a half. I had 3 little kids. That's my oldest in the middle, Matthew, my daughter, Liza, and my youngest, Liam. And in that photo, they were about, I want to say Matthew was maybe 7, Liza was 6, and Liam was probably 4. And I was working full-time at a consulting organization, was making great money, but was working, very long hours. I'd leave the house at 7 in the morning, and oftentimes I wouldn't get in the house until 8 or 8:30 at night. And I really felt like I was missing out on my kids' lives, never mind being able to get to the gym. That was ridiculous. And I was putting on some weight. I didn't really like the way I looked. I had been an athlete all growing up and had played actually women's rugby, believe it or not, in college. That really didn't get me in shape. But I really wanted to get back in shape. So my big brother happens to be Tony Horton, and he was home for the holidays, and they had just launched P90X, and he had asked my husband and I to try it. He really wanted us to be, guinea pigs for the program. And he said, it's really marketed toward people like you, people who were athletic when they were younger in college, who can't get to the gym, but really want to get in great shape in the privacy of their home. And quite honestly, I was pretty doubtful about it, but there I was taking my before picture. That's my before picture. I had short hair back then. And after 90 days, this was my after picture. So yes, I lost almost 15 pounds, but what I was more amazed about is how great I felt and what I was capable of doing. I couldn't believe I was able to do push-ups and pull-ups and the things in this program. In the beginning, it was super hard. It was really tough. I followed the modifier a lot, but I just stuck with it. And here I am, you know, it's almost 12 plus years later, and I've gone on to do pretty much everything Beachbody has to offer. And I've had my ups and downs. In fact, in January of last year, they launched 22-minute hardcore, and I volunteered as a coach to be part of that coach test group. And these are my day 1, day 30, and day 60 photos from that program. So, you know, I just keep coming back to this company. People all the time ask me, well, what are you doing now? And how do you stay fit? And how have you been able to stay fit all these years? And it's this company, and it's not just the products. It's really the community of people that I surround myself with and that I have in my online challenge group, which we'll talk about in a minute, that have really helped me stay on track. So, you know, this is what's going on in our organization, in our country. Obesity is a growing epidemic in the United States and continues to be. This is a map of the United States. As you look at this, this is from the Centers of Disease Control, and it starts on the left back in 1997. And if you work your way to the right to 2014, states that were colored in blue or light blue meant that people were not overweight or obese, or they didn't even have any data about it back then. But if you move over, those states that are red or orange means that between 25 and 30% of the people that live in those states are obese, not just overweight, but obese. So that's pretty scary as we move. And, you know, if you look to the far right, there's a lot of states in yellow that are, you know, 25 to 30% of those people are obese. So it's a real problem still in our country. We have 86% of the adults will be overweight by 2030. 51% or plus adults will be obese, it's predicted, by 2030, and 30% of our children will be overweight. And we all know the reasons why, right? I have 3 teenagers now sitting downstairs watching the Celtics get schlocked by the Cavaliers. And they're on their phones all the time. They're in front of their computers all the time. Even in high school and middle school, you know, what's required of kids to get into colleges, they're in class, they're doing homework. You know, movement is second now to trying to get into school and being online and all this type of thing. So it's just going to continue to get worse. And it's not just a health issue. It's costing all of us money. It's costing us, you know, $350 billion to take care of this obesity crisis. A lot of disease today can be solved by just getting a little bit healthier. And not just heart disease, things like cancer and all sorts of other diseases. Their source is because we are eating the wrong foods and we're not moving enough. So, you know, in 1998, Beachbody saw this, knew this was going on, and they said, okay, people can't afford gym memberships or they can't get to the gym. Let's solve this at home. So their mission was really to end the trend of obesity. So over the past 16 years, they've created really some of the most popular home fitness and weight loss programs. When you go to a CrossFit gym, when you go to a gym and you're working with a trainer, they're using our exercises. They're using stuff from P90X and Insanity and a lot of our programs, which is pretty amazing because they know there's such great programs. We also have a superior line of nutritional supplements that'll help really maximize your results. So it's not just about the fitness, it's also about the food, as we know. And we give our customers cash and prizes on a daily basis. On a daily basis, Beachbody gives away money to people who submit their success stories to support and inspire them. And we have support unlike any other in the industry with our online groups. In fact, if you're a guest or you're watching this webinar, recording of this webinar, you're probably involved in a coach's challenge group right now, and you're getting a lot of great motivation and support from those people. So briefly, the products, all these brands that you see here are probably brands that you've recognized, maybe even programs that you've tried. We have over 150 fun and very effective programs to help you lose weight. Every single program comes with a nutrition plan and a guide to teach you how to stay healthy. And there's really something for everyone. I mean, a lot of people think we're just P90X and Body Beast, but We have low impact programs for beginners like PIO and P90 and 21 day fix and 10-minute trainer. We have programs for people that are training for triathlons if they want. A lot of people use our programs to cross-train for those types of things. And we even have programs for kids as well. So there's something for everyone, and many of our programs have now been translated into Spanish as well. So one of the most recognizable brands, as you know, is P90X. And, a lot of the people that you see on this slide found P90X just like you and I did. And these are just a few celebrities, if you will. There are also Division I college athletes and professional athletes like Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy actually spent a few weeks with my brother and trained, if you saw a little about that in the press. And that's a picture of him, with Bobby Stevenson from P90X and Scott Pfeiffer from P90X working out at the house. And while he was in my brother's company, he got super fit and lost a lot of weight. And these folks, the same thing. And they were talking about this out loud, whether it be in front of the press or on the red carpet, and none of them were paid to say what they did. They were speaking from their own personal experience, which is pretty cool. So we've also been highlighted on many of the programs that you see on this slide. Tony, Shanti, Shalene have all appeared on Dr. Oz. Some of our trainers have appeared on Ellen. We get talked about all the time on these programs, and our products are featured on these programs as great in-home fitness programs. Just last year, we announced something very special. So when I first became a customer, you had to buy the program one at a time. And I paid about $150. I didn't pay for P90X, that got sent to me by my big brother, but I did pay about $150 on average for every other product I bought subsequently. Insanity Max 30, Body Beast. I tried them all. I did them all after that. So we have now all the programs streaming. So you have 24/7 access to every single program, every single workout within that program. So you have access to our entire library of programs. You can get that for a full year. You also get the calendar, so you know which workouts to do. You get the online nutritional guide. Everything is online now, which used to show up in a box with DVDs. Now everything is available online. And you only pay $99. And you get all of that, all the programs, access to everything for an entire year. So I don't know about you, but if you're even questioning this, if you're even doubting this at all, I would just do it just for that mere fact. You have an opportunity now for a year to get in shape, and you can cancel it at any time. There's no risk. So we also, I mentioned earlier, have world-class nutritional products. So you see on the left our Beachbody Performance line. I'm giving away tonight what you see, the second one over from the right, the Recover formula. We also have a great recharge formula, which I take before I go to bed. It just helps me sleep a little bit better, and it works on muscle soreness overnight. The pre-workout and then the during. Hydrate is something you drink during. We have a 3-day cleanse, little refresh that you see on the slide. All these are safe and proven. They're products that you can use for weight management, for wellness and nutrition, or for performance enhancement for athletes. One of the products that we are most proud of is Shakeology. Shakeology, I'll give you a quick little background on this. Shakeology was in development for over 2 years before they launched it. They did a 90-day test group, and they didn't even ask people to use any of our exercise programs. They said, just replace one meal a day with the shake and exercise moderately. Maybe go for a walk or a light jog, 3-4 days a week. And the results were astounding. People were losing over the course of replacing this with one meal over the course of 90 days. People lost on average 15 pounds. Their bad cholesterol numbers went way down. Some people reported going back to their doctor and getting off all kinds of medication that they were on. So when we first launched this product, it shocked even us, quite honestly. We knew it was going to be great. we wanted to be proud of something that we could put a label that said the healthiest meal of the day. This has 80 nutrient-dense ingredients from around the world. It has no refined sugars, no artificial chemicals, no artificial anything. It's loaded with phytonutrients and prebiotics and digestive enzymes. And one serving is only about between 140 and 160 calories. We have vegan, we have lactose, gluten-free formulas available. We've now had 2 formulas launched that have matcha and chaga in them. Google those, and you're going to find the benefits of those 2 ingredients. Here's Jenny. I mean, you just look at Jenny. Jenny, I think just walked or jogged, and look at the difference in her before and afters just from using Shakeology for 90 days. She lost 28 pounds. So come on. All right. So you also may not aware, you may have seen infomercials for this wonderful skincare line. So, the biggest organ on our body is our skin, and we have a product to take care of that in terms of health too. So Derm exclusive, I like this stuff because I'm now turning 52, and the crow's feet are showing up and little wrinkles, and that little tube that you see there, I love rubbing that right there, and it really helps with my my wrinkles. But this is also a great product. It's dermatology tested and approved. It really does pretty instantly help take away the lines in the loose skin. And it is one of the fastest growing products on TV right now. And it also has 100% money back guarantee. So we talked about the fact that we give away prizes. So here's our Beachbody Challenge contest. I recommend that if you're watching this webinar and you have just started one of our programs or in the middle of our programs, to absolutely positively enter this challenge contest. So every single day we give away $500 to $1,000 to a transformation story. And you can submit your transformation story over and over and over again. You can obviously continue to talk about your progress. On a monthly basis, we give away $1,000 to 8 transformation winners. And then those people get in a pool to be awarded an additional $5,000, which we give away to 1 male and 1 female every quarter. And then this year, our National Coach Summit is being held in New Orleans in just a couple months in July. And all those winners then get put in a pool to win the grand prize. 1 male, 1 female wins $100,000. And it's pretty cool. They have a big celebration, and they bring all the finalists out on stage, and they announce the winner. And the whole house is bawling their eyes out. It's not a dry eye house. So please check with your coach to see how you can enter the challenge contest. Now, with Beachbody, you can also earn income. So you might be in a position right now where this was what it was for me. I did P90X. We finished in July. It honestly was one of the first summers in a long time. I did feel a little bit more comfortable putting a bathing suit on. And I had a lot of people coming up to me saying, God, what are you doing? Your arms look great. What happened to your arms and your upper body? And you look so strong. And this was before the coaching opportunity was available. And I always joked with my brother, if I had a dime for everybody I told P90X about. Well, fast forward a few years later, and he said, now you might be able to earn more than a few dimes. So this coaching opportunity it's not about being a salesperson. It's whatever you want to put into it, but it's probably not much different than what you're doing already, which is just sharing your personal story in casual conversation with family and friends. So it truly is still a ground floor opportunity, despite the fact that, it's been available for almost 10 years now. We've paid out over $200 million in incentives, vacations, prizes, all that type of thing over the course of this time. We have over 300,000 now business owners / distributors. We call ourselves coaches. Beachbody call us coaches, but people get afraid of that term. I think sometimes they feel like they have to be an expert in some way, and that's not it at all. You don't have to be a certified trainer. You don't have to be a nutritionist. You're really just an ambassador for the brand, for the brands. And it's our goal. So we continue to look for more and growth. We want to have over 1 million coaches serving 100 million customers, because our customer base just continues to grow. And Beachbody wants to be sure that every single customer is attached with a coach. so they can get the help and the support they need. So of course, we would love if you would join our team. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the business opportunity now and what that means. So here's just a very small little small picture really of the people on our team. These are their before and afters. And the reason that we show this is, you know, here's what all the people, a lot of the people on our team have other jobs. I mean, I still do training and consulting work because I love it. And it's a part of my life that I enjoy doing. I just don't have to do it full time anymore, which is kind of nice. And I don't have to drive to an office anymore, which is kind of nice. But, you know, these are just regular people who come from all walks of life who become coaches on our team. Very few people on our team are certified trainers or nutritionists. I don't know any nutritionists, actually, who have a nutrition degree. So what do we do is the first question a lot of people ask, like, what exactly does a coach do? Well, we help others while we get healthy ourselves. Anyone can be a coach, as I said, or an ambassador. We support and encourage our customers. We answer their questions. We suggest new programs and supplements to enhance their weight loss. How do we do that? We do that in person. We do that through email. We do that on social media. We share our results with those we care about and inspire them to use Beachbody products. That's about it. And we get paid for that. We get paid for maintaining our own level of health and fitness and for helping others get healthy and fit. And we don't have to develop nutrition plans. We don't have to develop fitness programs. Tony Horton, Sean T, Shailene, Sagi, they do it all for us, right? So what makes Beachbody unique? Well, first of all, we have a lot of accolades we'd like to just quickly share. Entrepreneur Magazine named us the 69th fastest growing company in America. We have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Those are not easy to get. We have been a debt-free company, a $1 billion company since our inception. We are the #1 fitness infomercial company in the world. And for a while, we were the #1 infomercial, not just in the fitness category, but infomercial company in the world. We spend about $100 million annually on advertising. So now you might not only see our infomercials, you might hear a lot of Carl Daikeler's radio ads. We do a lot of other print and social media advertising. And we acquire up to 75,000 new customers every week. 75,000. And Beachbody wants to be sure that every one of those customers is attached with a coach. So how is this opportunity different than maybe any other opportunity that you might have explored? Well, first of all, we give you paying customers and the commissions on that customer's future orders. We give you a personalized website, so you don't have to have any inventory in your house. Beachbody does all the order fulfillment for you. People go directly to your website, they ship everything out for you. And you also get access to customer service, as well as our customers have 24/7 customer service, not just online support, but people to speak with, which for me is important. Anytime I want to do business with a company, I want to know I can talk to somebody, right? And as we said, it's available in Spanish, and we are also an opportunity right now available in Canada. And hint, hint, we may open up this opportunity in the UK. As I understand it, I don't know when, but I'm hoping before the end of the year, at least sometime next year, which is huge. Do you know how many people use Beachbody products in the UK right now? And they want to become coaches. So that's huge. So where do the customers come from? Well, when a customer calls Beachbody, after they've seen an infomercial, they've heard a radio advertisement, or they've seen something in Shape magazine, they order one of our products and they're offered the support of a complimentary coach. The customers are then placed systematically with qualifying Emerald coaches and above. And I'm going to talk about what that means in a minute. So how do you become a qualifying coach? How do you get these free customers given to you, these free customer leads? Well, you simply ask two people to join your team and be coaches with you. And you all have to be what's called active coaches. And all that means is you purchase approximately $50 per month from your online store. Now, for me, that was a no-brainer. I was already using Shakeology, and that more than covers that criteria. Many people use Energize. Many people use the Recover formula. Many people use Derm exclusive. So that was no additional cost to me. And then I immediately asked 2 people to be on my team. One of them was, one of my first coaches was logically my husband. And then I asked a friend of mine to be the other coach. Now you're an Emerald coach. When you and those other people are doing that, you are considered an active coach. You also would achieve what's called Success Club 5 every month. Super easy to achieve, by the way, super easy. I'm typically between Success Club 6 and 10 every month. I'm worried that they're going to raise that bar because a lot of us achieve it pretty easily, but hopefully they won't. And then you have to be a member of the club. Now, the club is really just Beachbody on demand. So many of you are probably already doing that too. You might already be streaming your workouts as opposed to using them on DVD. And then you just have to have your web page personalized. They want to make sure you have some kind of before and after and your bio completed on the website. This is the website that they give you. So when you're doing all that, you get customer leads. And right now, qualified Emerald coaches are getting between 1 and 2 customer leads per week. So, for example, I hit all that criteria last month, and I've already gotten 4 customers given to me this month from Beachbody. These are not people I know. These are people that simply heard an ad on the radio. They called Beachbody. They saw an infomercial. They called Beachbody. They heard about it from a friend. They called Beachbody. And more often than not, they're shocked and amazed when I call them up and I say, hey, I'm your free coach, get in my group. I'm ready to give you support. I'm ready to help you get started. They're amazed that they've got an actual person that they can work with. So it's the best of both worlds, right? They don't have to leave their house and they have a trainer, Shailene, and they have a coach, me, whoever it is, right? So it's pretty cool. So how do you make money is the other question that most people ask us. So we want to make sure we answer that one on this webinar tonight. So first off, let me put the first bullet up here. You earn between 15 and a 25% commission on anything anyone buys from your website. So for example, anytime a bag of Shakeology or a box of Shakeology ships to someone's door and they're my customer, I earn $30. $30 times 12 months, that adds up pretty fast, right? You also have an opportunity to earn a team cycling bonus. So when you get to that Emerald level, you can earn up to $18 for approximately every $300 of products purchased by coaches and customers in your organization. Now, that might not be totally clear yet. We actually do a very specific training on this every Thursday, every second Thursday of the month for our team, so they can really learn all the different ways to earn money and really maximize their income as a coach, because there are several other ways to earn income here. So here's my 3 super secret, top secret steps to maximize your income. This is really all I do. And this is what I teach my team to do. What we teach our team to do is, first off, use the products. You have to use them every day? No. I go out for a run every once in a while. I take a walk. I play basketball with my kids to stay in shape, but we do use them. It's number 2, I order my nutritional products at a 25% discount from my store. So I am on Home Direct for Shakeology. And quite honestly, since my husband is a coach, he's also on Home Direct for Shakeology, because between us and our 3 children, we all drink a shake pretty much every day. It's very beneficial to us. I mean, that's a nutrient-dense meal that I know my family is getting every single day. So that's completely valuable to me. And then I continue to build a team of coaches. I teach my team to sponsor 2 coaches to become Emerald just like me, and teach those people sponsor 2 like you, and sponsor 2 and sponsor 2. That's all it is. That's how it builds. And then I just help my new coaches obviously do steps 1, 2, and 3. So there are a lot of different ways to build your business. You can build relationships with your team, Beachbody customers. We do internet presentations like this on the first and the third Sunday of every month. My dear friends and colleagues, Doug and Tammy Fitzgerald, do a webinar on the first Sunday of every month. You can come listen to theirs too and invite customers to listen to theirs and to this. We use social media. I happen to write a blog every week. I try to write one just about every week. And I put that out on social media. And I also just continue to build people on my weekly newsletter list. It's pretty easy. Lots of the coaches on our team have local meetings to educate and help people learn about this. We do fitness challenge groups online. Many folks also do little fit clubs, either out of their garage or at their high school gym, or just get people together to do the workouts together, and a lot more. So there's so many ways you can spread the word about this and make sure that it's comfortable, that it doesn't seem forceful or pushy. And really, it's about you being a product of the product. Do you have to have washboard abs and be super fit? Absolutely not. In fact, I just had a quick conversations today. I'll tell you this very quick story. One of the coaches in my downline, she's in the middle of a program called 22-Minute Hardcore. This is Tony Horton's, one of his newest programs. And it's an 8-week program, but in the 9th week, there's something called Hell Week. So all the workouts are 22 minutes, but during Hell Week, you have to do like 2 a day. So it's about 44 minutes plus an ab routine. And she said, you know what, Kit, I'm turning 50. I'm only on week 6, but I want to do Hell Week the week before I turn 50. Will you do it with me? And a couple other gals. And I'm like, yeah. So we just finished that Hell Week today. It was hard, but feeling very accomplished. And we got talking about it on social media. And she said, yeah, I'm going to do another round, and then I'm going to start putting myself out there. And I said, Mary, start putting yourself out there now. Because when you talk about your experience in real time, when you talk about how sore you are, when you talk about how challenging it is, but you also talk about how accomplished you feel and how great you feel, that's real stuff. That's something that I personally can relate to. I can't relate to women who are wearing skimpy bikinis and have tiny little waists and big boobs. I don't relate to that because that's not my goal. My goal is to feel better, to have more energy, to sleep better, to be more patient with my kids, to be more focused at work. Those are the things that I want. And if you talk about how the exercise and the changes that you're doing in your life is happening in real time, that's what people can relate to. And that's when they'll want to jump on board. When they see that after picture, I'm telling you, they start forgetting about that person who is the before person, and then they can't so much relate to that. I hope that makes sense. So here's just a snapshot of the earnings from last year, high and average earnings at the various coach ranks. So if you decide to jump on board as a coach, that's your first level. You know, you just sign on. And some folks simply become coaches mainly because they want the 25% discount on their Shakedogy, on their nutritional products. So when you see something like $502, you go, oh, that's not that much. That's probably someone who's not really doing much with the business side of it. But look at the potential, right, that you can earn. And this is really anybody. There are so many coaches in this network that are making double and triple what I earn. You know, this is not about being Tony Horton's sister. That doesn't create any advantage, truly. It's really people want to connect with someone that they can relate to and that they enjoy being around. That's what it's really about. So how do you get started? Well, first of all, you would purchase a Business Essential Starter program. This includes some DVDs to help you get started. It'll give you those 4 professional websites that you would customize with your before and afters and your story. You get 24/7 live coach relation support with that as well. And the cost of that is $40, $39.95. That's a one-time payment. And then in your second month, for all that you see above, the only other fee we pay is $15.95 a month. That's our business service fee. That's for Beachbody to do all our order fulfillment. That's for them to manage and host our websites. That's to give us the online support. That's to give us a ton of tools and resources, video links. I can go on and on about all these tools and resources we have available to us as coaches. And then you can just purchase anything else you want as you want at a 25% discount. Now, if you happen to be in the military, you get a little bit of a perk. So that $15.95, that is waived if you are active duty military, a reservist, and their spouse. If you're a veteran, if you are the spouse of a military member who's lost or killed in action, if you qualify under any of those categories, you can jump on as a coach and you don't have to pay the $15.95 fee. Thank you for your service. And Beachbody thanks you for your service. So what most coaches do, and this is what I suggest you do, is you jump on board with what's called a challenge pack. So there are several challenge packs to choose from. Every challenge pack includes a home direct order, a choice of a fitness program, the 30-day free trial to the Beachbody On Demand, that business essential starter kit that you saw on the previous slide. You get super discount shipping, and they range from anywhere from $140 to $305, depending upon the pack you choose. Now, what I suggest you do is you do with something that they're offering now, which they just started offering a few months ago, which is the All-Access Challenge Pack. So this started out at $199, and then they dropped the price to $160. Personally, I think it should have stayed at $199, but that's just me for the value. You get every single program streamed with every workout for an entire year. You get a 30-day supply of Shakeology. You get a cool little shaker cup with that too, Shakeology shaker cup. You also get those, what we call the portion fix. So when 21 Day Fix came out, the whole idea of 21 Day Fix was to teach people what a healthy plate looks like. And every container that you see there was for a certain type of food. Green was for vegetables and red was protein. And it would tell you how many of those containers you get. Now, since that was so popular and it was so easy for people to figure out, all our programs come with the portion control sort of system now. And they've been customized with the various programs. So that's really cool. And you save $70. And oh, by the way, that I probably should add that to the slide, that $39 fee waived, that one-time fee waived. You don't have to pay that. So basically, you jump on board, you pay $160, you get every single freaking program, a full month of Shakeology, bam. Think about what you pay for a latte. Less than Shakeology. Shakeology is less and more healthy. Think about what you pay for one spin class or a CrossFit class. It's so much cheaper, right? So much inexpensive. And it's 100% money back guarantee. So you have nothing to lose, absolutely nothing to lose. So let me end with just this one comment. Ooh, we do have some other participants on. I'm so excited. You know, what do you want to get out of life? You know, I don't know. For me, it was about spending more time with my family. It was about earning a little bit of extra income every week or every month because I knew my kids were headed to college, and now I have 2 in college and 1 about to go in a couple of years. So I don't know if it's $100 a week or $500 a week or $2,000 plus a week, being part of something meaningful. I don't know what that is for you, but you truly can get that with Beachbody. So since we have some participants on tonight, I'm going to remind you one thing. If you could go to the chat, if you are a guest tonight, I just want to make sure. Oop, wait, I have one more slide. Hold on a second. So finally, we would like you to join the team, of course. So the final steps are, purchase a fitness program and or supplements, get together with the person who invited you here tonight and talk to them about what program you want to start with or continue on with or do next, how to go about taking this on as a business opportunity if you want. Sign up for that Beachbody Challenge contest, please. I have so many people who I work with that have the most amazing before and after pictures. And it's not just about your before and after pictures. It's about, they're going to ask you to sort of fill out a form and talk about your experience and your story. They look at those stories and the impact that the program has had on your life. Please enter that contest. I after encouraging people to do it, I've had 3 people on my team win. One person won $1,000. I had 2 people won $1,000. One person was a $500 winner. So please enter that contest and join our national team as a Beachbody coach. So for all the guests in here tonight, in the chat, if you could put your name and your email and just the name of the coach who invited you here tonight. And of course, I cannot see who's on because I don't have the video up. So if you're a guest, I see that there's 6 people on tonight. Nancy Lennon is here. Terrific. So put your name, your email, and the name of the